Okay, let's begin. Taking a comfortable seat, feeling yourself rooting down through your sitting bones, rising through your spine, closing your eyes and focusing on your breath. Breathing through your nose if you can. Expanding with the inhale. Drawing the belly in and up on the exhale. Just tuning into this natural movement, maybe enhancing it just a little bit. And then draw your hands in front of your heart. Let's begin with the sound of ohms. Inhale. Bow your head to your heart. Lift your eyes. Let's begin. Nice shoulder rolls. Inhale up. Exhale, slide the shoulders down the back. Let the head float up over your spine. Draw the shoulders up. Let them slide down the back. Lengthen up through your head. And then exhale to one side. Inhale back. Gently warming up the neck, top of the spine. Not forcing, just moving with your breath. Inhaling center, exhaling to the side. Inhale back. Let's take the right arm down, left arm up, root through your sitting bones, stretch, breathe into that side, stretching your ribs open with your breath. Inhale back up, lift the other arm, root down so you can stretch open. Exhale to the side and then breathe into that side. The more you root down, the more you can stretch open. Expanding on the inhale, getting a little longer on the exhale. Inhale back up. Let's just warm up our legs a little bit. Take your right foot forward, point the foot, turn it out to the pinky toe side. Inhale out, turn it over to the big toe side. Exhale in, out, and in. Inhale out, exhale in. Just noticing your hip joint, your leg muscles, not forcing. One last one. Back in, take a breath, point your left foot, roll your whole leg out to the pinky toe side. Inhale out, turn it over to the big toe side. Exhale back in. Roll it open. Exhale back in. Inhale and exhale, moving with the breath. And back in. And take a breath and let's stand up. So, Tadasana, mountain pose, lining up your hips, your knees, the bottom of the second toe, spreading your toes, rooting into the ground, lifting the arches of your feet, stretching the tailbone down, heart up. Take your hands to your shoulders and inhale, open, exhale, close. Inhale, exhale. Moving with the breath. The last one, let's hold it open, root through the four corners of your feet, lift your arches, draw your belly in and up, your ribs are in, and all that energy goes up into your heart, stretching open. And release. Let's just warm up a little more with some inhale up, exhale back. Moving with the breath. Whoop. Inhale and exhale. One last one. And down. And then let's do some squats. So it's really important that your knees and your toes are in the same direction. I find wider gives you a little more room to move. And then you want the weight in your heels and really reaching back with your bottom. Exhale down and inhale up. Exhale and inhale. Using those big muscles. Last one. Let's hold it for a sec. Couple breaths. And inhale back up. Okay. Let's just a sec here. Let's do our knee to nose pose. So if you want to do this on the mat, get on all fours. I'll do it standing to start. So we're gonna inhale the right leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Toes can be on the ground or not. And then the last one, let's hold it open, toes on the ground first, drawing your breath into the, lining up with your breath on the midline, lifting the left arm if you have the balance. You can experiment with lifting the back leg. Feel your breath up and down the midline, hugging into your spine and extending out through your fingers and your toes. And come back. Okay. Let's just stretch back into down dog or to child's pose. Just stretch out from that. And then back to hands and knees or standing up. We'll inhale the left leg back. Exhale, knee toward the nose. Inhale, stretching open. Exhale in. Moving with your breath. Exhaling in. Inhaling open. Last one. Hold the toes, your left toe or your left leg down. Draw into the midline. Lift your right arm if that's available. Lift your left toes if that's available. Feel your breath. Spine is getting longer and stronger. Drawing your belly in and up on the exhale to protect the spine. and release. Okay. And now we'll set up for sun salutations. So we'll all start standing. If you're doing it with a chair, the chair at the front of your mat. So standing tall in Tadasana. Inhale the arms up. Exhale back to the heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to get on all fours. Step back to downward facing dog. Let's come forward to plank. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale forward. You can always do plank on your knees. And back. And bring the right leg forward, the left leg back. You can help your legs through into a lunge. And on the floor or in the chair, if you want more of a challenge, if you're feeling steady, you can bring your hands up to your front knee for the lunge. Line up your breath. The little back leg is really strong. That's where you get your balance from. And exhale down. Step back into downward facing dog. And step the left leg forward into lunge. Right toes are under, right thigh is really strong. Heart is open. Shoulders are down and back. And if you'd like, come on up to that front knee. Feel your breath. Feel the strength of your legs. Exhale down and step forward. Inhale up. Exhale back to the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And next one we'll inhale up. Exhale over. Let's step back into downward facing dog. Bring the right foot forward and step the left foot back for warrior two. So your back foot is almost at a right angle to your right heel. Inhale up to warrior two. Straighten down. Inhale and exhale, making sure your knee tracks. Exhale down and just hold the pose. Feel your breath. Feel your feet, toes are spreading, not clenched. The four corners are rooting down. Draw your arms apart. And feel your breath. If you'd like, you can inhale. Back arm back, stretch open into reverse warrior. And exhale forward, knee, your elbow to your knee. Stretch your heart open. And if you like, take an arm up over your ear for maximum stretch. And inhale back up. Parallel the feet. And let's take your left toes out. And draw the shoulders up and back. And exhale down. Inhale up. Make your stance wider if you need to. Keep the knee protected. down. Let's draw the shoulders up and out. Stretch your arms open. Look out over your left fingers. Root through your feet. Spread your toes and feel your breath. And inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale over, elbow to knee. Extended side angle. Usually better to start with your hand on your hip. Really make sure your heart is open. And then bring the arm over. And inhale back up. Parallel the feet. And let's step back into downward facing dog or child's pose if you're on the mat, toes together, knees apart, just stretching and breathing into your back. And then step forward. Another sun salutation. Inhale up. Exhale back to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up. Exhale over. I'm going to do it on the mat this time. Let's step back into downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Lift your heart. Extend your neck. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And then bring your right foot forward. You may want to get on hands and knees to bring it forward or help it forward with your hands. And then set up again with the warrior two legs. Inhale back up. Both legs are straight. Knees aren't locked though. You're going to inhale the shoulders up and back. Take your hands to your waist. Get tall. And exhale. Extend your whole torso forward. Inhale. Top arm up or leave it on your hip if that feels good. I feel like this should be star pose because you're really radiating through 5 limbs and the top of your head. Drawing energy in and pulsing out. And inhale back up. Parallel the feet. Let's point. Other toes out. Back foot in. Inhale up. Shoulders up. Take your hands to your waist. Root through your feet. Spread your toes. Lift your arches and stretch your whole torso open. Bring your front hand down the front leg. Root through both feet and inhale. Top arm up or leave it on your hip. And feel your breath. Expanding on the inhale. Drawing your belly in and up and extending, getting a little taller on the exhale. Extending through your feet, through your arms, through your head. And root down and inhale back up and bring your feet parallel and back together. And let's just stand here for a moment. Hands pressing into each other in prayer. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your breath. Feel yourself in space. And release. Let's do tree pose. So you may want something to balance with. We're going to root through your right foot. Draw your left heel to your ankle with the toes on the floor. Stretch up through your heart. You can bring the foot to your shin, possibly to your thigh. Drawing to the midline with your breath, finding a soft focal point. Experimenting with your arms, just rooting down, breathing up and down your spine. Playing with your balance. It's just an awareness exercise. And release. And shake that off. And we'll do the other side. So you root through your left foot. Draw your right heel to your ankle with the toes for support. Get the full benefit of the pose here. A little more challenging to the shin. Not to the knee, but possibly to the thigh. Just steadying yourself with your breath. Rooting down and rising up. And release. Okay. Let's go to Warrior 1 and Warrior 3. So for Warrior 3, you may want something to balance on at the end of your mat. Come to the front of your mat. Right foot forward, left foot out and at an angle. So I'll mirror you. We're gonna bend the front knee, inhale up, straighten, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And then hold the next one. So really stomp through that back foot. Draw your left hip forward and your right hip back so your hips are square to the front of the mat. Stretch up through your head and protect your back with your breath. Drawing in and up. And stretching forward if that helps your back. And then step forward. Take a breath. And bend the left knee. Take the right foot back and at an angle. Square your hips to the front. And we're gonna bend the front knee and inhale up. Straighten, exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale up. Root through the back foot. Stretch up through your heart. Feel your breath. Let your back be strong. If there's any pain, you got to back off. And come forward. And take a breath. And now let's go into Warrior 3. So you want your balance at the front of your mat. So you take your right foot forward, your left foot back at an angle. We're going to inhale into Warrior 1, push off, exhale into Warrior 3, holding on if you like. Try to keep your hips even. Experiment with the arms. And when you're ready, come down. do the other side. Left leg forward, right leg back, right foot out to the side, hips square to the front. And inhale, warrior one, exhale down, push off into warrior three. Experiment with your balance. Feel your breath. Try not to clench your toes to balance. And come back up. And take a breath. Let's do a seated cobra this time. You can do a standing cobra or a seated cobra. I'm just going to do it from the side. Sit at the edge of your chair. Knees are parallel, feet are parallel. You feel your sitting bones. You really lengthen your spine. Draw your shoulders up and back. Draw the elbows back. You can do this standing too. You really want to be rooted. And then all that energy goes into stretching your heart open as you pull your elbows back. If you're standing, your hands are on your hips. Feel your breath. Feel the opening of your heart space. Big cobra in the sun. And release. Okay. And then you have your choice. You can do it in the chair, standing, or those of you on the mat will do locust pose, Savasana. So get onto the mat, all fours, and then down to your belly. First, just even on the floor, you line up, neck long, draw the shoulders up and back. Okay, we're gonna first inhale, head and shoulders off the mat. And if you like, you can lift your legs as long as there's no crunching in your back. Feel your breath, breathing up into your heart, extending down into your feet. And release. Make a pillow for your head if you're on the floor. Take your hips back and forth. And if you're standing, you can stretch back into downward facing dog. And on the floor, let's stretch back into child's pose. Just stretch out the back. Feet together, knees apart. Breathing into your back. And come forward. Do it again with some arm variations. So, optional arm variations. So draw the shoulders up and back. A nice natural curve in your neck. Okay. Inhale, head and shoulders, arms up. And then inhale, your right leg up and possibly your left arm forward. Release. Take a breath, 2. And then if you're standing, you can experiment with raising your arm. We're going to inhale the torso up. Lift the left leg. Draw the right arm forward only if it doesn't hurt. Bring it as far as feels good. Breathe up and down the midline. Strengthening your back. And release. You have a pillow for your head. Take the hips back and forth. And stretch back into either downward facing dog or child's pose. Breathing into your back. And then if you're on the floor, you can make your way to your side, onto your back with bent knees. And in the chair, we'll sit, feet parallel, knees parallel, feet parallel on the floor or in the chair. Take a breath. So your knees are bent on the floor, and draw your right knee to your chest. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale in. And then if you like, you can straighten that leg. Push out through the heel. Hands are interlaced underneath the thigh. Lengthen your spine and stretch out through the top of your head and through the heel of your right foot. And release. Take a breath. And then interlace your fingers under your left thigh. Exhale, draw the knee up. Inhale, let it back down. Exhale. Exhale, kind of naturally pushes the air out of your belly. Exhale up. And then if you like, you can experiment with extending through that leg. Breathing up tall, rooting through your feet. Stretching out through the heel of your left foot, through the crown of your head. A natural arch in your back, away from the mat. And release back down. And then let's draw the right knee in, cross the ankle over the opposite knee. Spread the toes of your right foot. Sit up tall or stretch your spine long. And if you're on the ground, you can interlace your hands underneath the left thigh. Draw that left foot off the ground and get a nice stretch. Protecting your knee by drawing your toes apart. Or you can just take that knee and foot in your hand and stretch it open. Find a position to hold. And release. Take a breath. Draw the left knee in. Cross ankle over opposite knee. Draw your left toes back and apart. Stretch up through the crown of your head and breathe along your spine. And then on the ground, you can interlace your fingers underneath your right thigh and pull the thigh towards you as you push your left knee away from you. Or grab the foot and the knee and just stir it in the hip socket. Draw it up, long spine. Breathing into it. And then release. Take a breath. And we can prepare for Savasana, final resting pose. So find your comfortable position. Your knees supported, your neck in a nice, soft, natural curve. Just feel yourself. Feel the weight of gravity on your bones. Releasing all effort. Scanning your body to notice, not judge, just notice what's going on. Release any holding. Let's take a big inhale. Open your mouth. Exhale out of your mouth. One more. Make any final wiggles to get really comfortable. The idea is not to move, to release all effort. Gentle breath. Feel your gentle breath reaching every cell of your body. And let's just imagine your breath breathing in through the sole of your right foot, up your right leg, across your pelvis. Exhaling down your left leg out through your left foot. Inhaling up the right, across the belly. Exhaling out your left foot. Drawing energy up the right, cross, exhaling down the left. In a circle, one more. Now let's reverse direction. So inhale up your left leg, cross the belly. Exhale down your right leg, out the foot. Inhale up the left, across. Exhale out the right. Two more on your own. Letting go of that. Imagine breathing up through your right hand, up your right arm, across your heart space. Exhaling down your left arm, out the left hand. Inhaling energy up the right into your shoulder, across your heart. Exhaling down your left shoulder to your left hand. And again, up the right, and down the left. One more. Now feel your breath up and down your spine. Feel the base of your spine, the crown of your head. Imagine drawing energy down the crown of your head, down to the base of your spine. Exhaling back up your spine, out the top of your head. Do that 3 more times, down your spine. Exhaling out the top of your head. One more. Letting go of that. Now imagine breathing in through the top of your head, down to the base of your spine. Exhaling at the top of your head. Inhaling down. Exhaling up. 2 more times. And letting go of that. Just feel your gentle breath. Imagine your gentle breath pulsing every cell of your body. Through your skin. Feeling this life force, energy, may even extend beyond the boundaries of your body. And gently start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. If you're on the floor, bend your knees, make your way to your side. Take a couple of breaths. With your head being the last to leave, press up with your hands to a comfortable seated position. Feel your breath. Feel your sitting bones. Feel the results of your practice of yoga. Draw your hands in front of your heart. We'll end with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.